My name's Rachel Drake, and I am at my house right now, training for this race called OCC. It's one of the UTMB races. It's considered like the baby sister race, maybe. Only 50-something K and probably over 10,000 feet of climbing. So on my run commute, I am going to take the hilliest route and try to get some good climbs in. Today we are doing a point-to-point, house to hospital, treated as a fartlek. So automatically on the climbs, it'll be a little bit tougher and just pressing a little bit on that and then flowing on the descents. So I'm in medical school right now. I'm in my 3rd year, so it's really fun because we get to actually see patients and it's very hands-on, but it does require some early mornings. I think last week I probably worked 60 to 65 hours, some long 10, 12-hour days, which makes it really tough to get the run in, so just trying to squeeze everything in where I can. This will be 6 miles and probably a little under 1,000 feet of climbing. So I think a really big thing with having more limited time is just making sure that every run you do is more quality. And also, I think it's really important not to overdo it, especially with having other life stressors going on. Really, the philosophy right now is doing what you can with what you have and really being happy with that. So I want to do well in this race, but I also want to make sure I'm taking care of myself and also fulfilling my educational responsibility.
Here. Yep. 6-minute pace.
So the beauty of running on varied terrain is you don't really need it to be a structured workout. Press on the ascents and use the flats and the descents to recover, even though you're still moving fast. And I think that's really valuable because it kind of trains you to think, I can feel as though I can't go on anymore when I'm climbing, and then you'll always recover. You guys are really keeping me honest here.
Go for it.
Another advantage of run commuting is that you have a little bit of weight. So I have my laptop, charger, stethoscope, notebook, snacks, lots of snacks. Yeah, so last week I bike commuted pretty much every day, and then we ran the Timberline Trail on Saturday. So I got all my miles in 2 days, which coach was a little bit like, let's try not to do that again. But I think what it boils down to is like, you can get pretty fit or at least maintain fitness by just pressing on the gas pedal a little bit. Like, you don't need to do anything crazy. And I think for me, the bigger part is like being excited about the race and not being overcooked going into it. When I interviewed here, I ran on that trail that we just ran up. And I was like, oh, top choice, for sure. It's pretty nice to be able to go have a little forest bath whenever you want. Plenty of time. We could go get a breakfast burrito. That was great. Yeah, fun commute. It's nice to have trails on the way into work for sure. Yeah, I'll go take a shower. And then, yeah, we get sign out. And then I usually follow a couple of patients. So I'll go see those patients and their families and then kind of check lab results and see what updates we have. And then I'll run home this afternoon. Another thing about being on the wards is there's a lot of time on feet. So it's another good simulation for just feeling that fatigue, and then those last 4 miles running home are gonna feel like not great, but it's good simulation for the end of an ultra.
I'm Tyler Green. I am also Rachel's husband and coach. And today we were just looking at how can we save some time? It was the #1 thing, and have some fun before work. So that meant finding a route that had good climbing for a workout and also good trails so that she could get a nice little forest bath right before work as well. So in the end, it was a steep climb, kind of a very gradual descent, and then another steep climb before a long descent into the hospital. We had the benefit of, like, our relationship is connected with running, and so a lot of our big weekends we spend together, but we also spend training and doing fun things in the mountains. The thing about Rachel, the thing that's scary about Rachel, is that she's always very, very fast. And I think that she's always going to be dangerous when she comes to a starting line. Her fitness is there. She hasn't necessarily lost anything, but it's also not a block where she can build and build and build. Today, and the workouts that we're doing and the little bit of running that we're doing are just reminders for her that she's still super duper strong, and she's gonna be just fine when she comes to the starting line. You might have seen actually from when she began and when she ended, like the kind of exit interview, she was like smiling and laughing and said, that was so much fun. That's the place where she's going to be the most dangerous. And so putting her in situations where her spirits are uplifted, where she's having fun running, that's the number one thing that we want right now. And just to take a moment to brag a little bit about my wife, she's now working on her second doctorate. She has her PhD, just finished her PhD, and now working on her medical doctorate. She's just an incredibly smart woman. She's incredibly fast, as many people in the ultra world know. And one of the things that I've found that's really incredible about her working here is that she's just so deeply curious about people. And I think that that's what's going to take her so far in this profession, is that she's just interested in figuring it out, asking questions. She's a people person. Like, all of those pieces are going to make her a really incredible doctor. And I can't wait to see that.